Okay. Looking at it here, it looks good. Now I'm going to go and do the other side. And then hopefully that these two will push against each other enough that I can freely do the other two. Okay, so I'm going to drill the other inside hole, come down from the top, make sure everything stays stable, and I'm really just scoring the metal and starting that hole. Take the tape back off. There's my mark. Finish drilling it. Put in my 7/64" bit. Put in my 9/64" bit and drill the case. Use my countersink. Scrape out any of the burrs, any of the ridge. What you're doing is just making sure you get that first bite. There we go. And we do the same thing. Looks like 5 washers worked nicely. 5 washers protrude. Now at this point I'm going to put a piece of tape on each of these. These are going to be A and B so that we don't mix them up, because right now they're unique. They're only going to fit where we drill these holes because our measurements aren't perfect. We just, drilled our 4 holes across here on a straight line, so nothing's exactly right or perfect, but it'll fit the way we designed it and the way we machined it together. snug both these down good and tight. Take a look at them. Should look good. Okay, now I'm going to drill both of these. I'm going to mark both of these and then I'm going to tear it apart. Now make sure that the pilot bit that you choose at the beginning can actually reach down inside here. And remember, all you got to do is mark the heatsink. And there's just enough clearance there for me to do that. So I've marked my heat sinks and where they go. Alright, so I've pulled off both my heat sinks and I've already drilled the pilot holes. Now I've got my 7/64 inch bit for my threading. And remember, when you're drilling the holes out, to drill from the inside to the outside. That way we don't create any ripples or distorted metal. That distortion will cause the aluminum oxide to crack, and you'll lose your heatsink for that FET. And just as a tip, drill into some wood. Aluminum tends to really exaggerate itself and stretch if it doesn't have anything behind it when you're pushing on it. Okay, I'm finishing up countersinks. Okay, with my A and B back in position, I've already drilled, tapped all of the holes. I will dry fit this. Okay, they're just under snug. Okay. So they all fit. They line up well. They look good. So that's the dry fit. Next thing we do is we install the MosFets. Get them into position. It's probably best to pre-bend them so you're not trying to bend them while they're in the case. So we'll cover that next.